Hello, I'm here to tell you about Google Fluency Tutor, which is a reading program that is perfect for supporting struggling readers. People that would be ideal for this, or students that would be ideal for this, would be ESL students or someone reading below grade level. I would check the SRI report on the T drive to see kind of what target students you're looking for. The first thing you want to do is go to the Chrome Web Store, and you can type in Chrome Web Store in Google and then it'll pop right up. Then you want to search over here for Fluency Tutor and it'll take you here. Fluency Tutor is a website, but it only works with Google Chrome. So if you're accessing this from home, like I am right now, you want to make sure that you're using Google Chrome as your browser. So once you get there, you can go to fluency.texthelp.com. It will take you through a few different dialog boxes where you have to click, OK and next to kind of authorize this to access your Google account. And then this is your dashboard. So as you can see, in your dashboard, you'll see recent activity. You'll have students, you'll have assessments, refer another teacher, send feedback, help and support, share a passage. And then down here you have what's called a class code, which is important here in just a minute. So down here we have some students. I added one of my students to this just to kind of try it out. And you'll see, over here what they've read, what their Lexile level of the reading is, and then what age group this roughly falls into. And you can give the student feedback on like how they did on reading it. But first I'm going to show you, if you go to students can add themselves to your class, and this is probably the easiest way to do it if you give them this little code here. It's here and then it's down here. So I'm going to pretend to be a student here in just a minute, and I'm going to add a class and kind of show you what the student sees from their point of view. So you can add your students this way. You can add them by hand if you want, or you can just simply share a passage with them without having to add them first, and then that also works. So if you go to assessments over here, you see if there's any assessments that you've assigned. I assigned this article to the student, so he'll show up. I can give him a quick score, like a thumbs up, or you need to redo over type thing, whichever one. You can also score it here if there's anything to actually be scored. You can go down to share a passage. This is probably the most important part. There are a couple different things you can do. You can create content, which means you can copy and paste your own work into Fluency Tutor and it'll show up, and you can share through your Google Drive with a student, or you can install a Chrome extension, which I'm going to do right now, where no matter what you're reading, you can share it with Fluency Tutor. So if you're like on let's go to CNN. Let's just pull that up for instance. So if you're on CNN and you want to share an article with Fluency Tutor, I'm picking this one just because it's kind of a hot topic among some of my students. You can click this icon up here and you can save it to Fluency Tutor. And it'll take you to Fluency Tutor. You can add it in and you can share it with students, which is really nice. So I'm going to click Share With, and it creates a file, a Google Drive file, and it puts it in the student's Google Drive. So I'm going to put my personal email on there so I can pull this up later, and I'm going to click something like, you can add a note just like all other sharing. I'm going to click Send. Well, I wouldn't do that. I would just pick a student. So, if I'm going to send it to Devon Franklin, my same kid, you click that and just click Send. And that is how you share an article from just the internet. Another way you can do it is if you go to Share a Passage. You can search passages that are already in Fluency Tutor. You can filter by Lexile, by reading age, and by course type. So if you go to this little icon here, you can put your Lexile level. So if I want like a minimum Lexile of 1,000 and then a max of, I think the highest it goes up is 1200, I'm pretty sure. You can put keywords in, so if you're looking for something about fish or space or anything like that, you can put that in. You can pick Fluency Tutor level content, you can pick content that you created, or you can just pick everything, whichever one you want to do. And I always click everything just so that I have, a wide range. Click apply these filters. Yeah, see, the highest Lexile that you go up to is 1200. Apply these filters, and then you get a list of a bunch of different kinds of articles. It gives you the Lexile level here. It gives you the reading age here, which is kind of sort of goes with grade level. Of course, you've got my content that I've created. It has a weird different icon. So you can go through and you can see, and there's not a whole lot on here because I think this is just a new app, so it's going to take a while to populate with a lot of things, but I like that you can create your own content, so that's kind of nice. Let's pick one. You can preview the actual article, and when you're sure you want to use it, you click this, creates a Google Drive file, and then you can type in the names of your students that you would like to share it with. This is great for remediation and also for students who may need a little extra help or extra credit or anything that you want to do with that. So once you've shared it with the student, the student can access the article, and there are a lot of different tools that you can use for that. I am going to show you a student view of this in just a moment.